Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Don't make me do the quiet coyote. Some of you are Coyote Canyon kids back there. Welcome to our final concert of the year. This is a very happy sight. For the longest time, and as things are seemingly, knock on wood, going back to normal, it's good to have an audience again. 125 didn't feel right. 250 didn't feel right. This feels a lot better. Since it's been a minute since some of us may have been to a concert, let's remind you of a couple things that are no-no. Phones that go bing, zap, buzz, flash, no-no. Children who go, ah! No-no. That means you're adult children too. If you feel the need to talk, this is also a no-no. Please wait until an applause. If you need to go to the restroom, please wait until an applause. Also, this concert is being recorded, okay? Please refrain from making things that you do not want to go down in eternal infamy on the internet, okay? Please refrain from making comments like that. The world will know. You might get famous somehow. Anyway, the other thing to remember that tonight, for many of these students, is a culmination of 4 years of work. Tonight on this stage, at some point in some way, there will be 17 graduating seniors from Mojave High School Choir. That's a lot. Yes! Tonight is about their experience. Please do not do anything that would take away from that experience. They've worked very, very hard to put on I think, going to be a really good show for you. So don't do that. This is, okay, I've stalled long enough for time. All right, Nicole, here you go.
This song in particular has many titles other than Down in the River to Pray. Along with many names, this has been referred to as an Appalachian folk song, a hymn, and a spiritual. It is also believed to be a Native American tribal song that was adapted. Wherever it came from, this song is about keeping faith even in a time of darkness.
As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who should wear the starry crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sisters, let's go down, come on down. Oh, sisters, let's go down, down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way,
The piece Good Night, Dear Heart is an ode that Dan Forrest wrote for his niece, Etsagenet, a 4-month-old baby girl from Ethiopia. Adopted by his brother and sister-in-law, the family waited restlessly for her arrival. Unfortunately, the family had their hearts broken when they were informed that she had fallen ill and passed away on the other side of the ocean. Dan Forrest and his family had loved this little girl so much without ever having met her, and they mourned her passing deeply. In this piece, you can hear the poem originally written on a tombstone by Robert Richardson. Warm summer sun, shine kindly here. Warm southern wind blows softly here. Green sod above, lie light, lie light. Good night, dear heart. Good night, good night.
When You Believe tells the story of the Hebrew exodus from Egypt. As the Israelites depart from their old home, they make their way into the wilderness, not knowing what the future holds for them. They are guided by Moses and their faith, praising God, saying, "I will sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously." All they can be sure of is that there can be miracles when you believe. Many nights we prayed with no proof anyone could hear. In our hearts a hopeful song we barely understood. Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we knew we could. There can be miracles Bright morning stars are rising. Bright morning stars are rising. Bright morning stars are rising. Days are breaking in my soul. Bright morning stars are rising. Bright morning stars are rising. Bright morning stars are rising. Days are breaking in my soul.
Well, you may not understand. And what a bit of context. Choir is unlike any other class in high school. most classes, like math, English, even some history, you take once and it's done. Choir, however, is a class that these students can take for all 4 years. And some of these students even took choir together in middle school and beyond that. So tonight goes beyond a culmination of many, many years of work, and ultimately, unfortunately, is the last time some of these girls will perform on stage together. And so as a group, it's not that we're trying to cut you guys out, but this is a moment for them, and you guys just get to be here for it. The story of this concert is their story. And some of these kids shared with me a little bit of their choir experience story, and I just wanted to share what they felt, what choir meant to them. Anonymously, they've said that I've never felt more wanted or cared for. Choir is where I can feel like I can be myself. I'm loved. I love everyone in choir, and they're my family. I found exactly what I spent my whole life looking for in choir, and I've never felt more myself. Choir is my safe place, and the family I was lucky enough to find. A safe place where everyone is nice and fun to be around. The thing and the people that get me through life happily. Choir is a consistency I've never had before. It's a true familial experience I didn't expect to get out of high school. Choir is not just another class. It feels like somewhere I can go and feel safe. I've never walked into a class and felt welcomed into a family and felt like I had somewhere to go when I needed it. Choir is a safe place for me, and I feel like I've truly been accepted by the people in it. I've also learned to be more confident in myself and my capabilities. I've made a family in this class and will always cherish everyone. It's a second home, even on my worst days. I know once I'm in the classroom, somebody's there for me. It's ended up becoming so much more than a bunch of people singing in a room. It's a family. A class I regret not taking until my senior year, because there's so much potential in all my peers, and I'm going to miss making beautiful music with these girls.
Feel this
There will now be a very brief intermission so they can go cry for a minute. Will you put House up? Very brief, 10 minutes. At the end of the 10-minute intermission, we will do the raffle for the safe end. There you go. All right, let's get this party started. Take it away, Chloe.
In 2005, lyrical genius Lin-Manuel Miranda released his Broadway debut, In the Heights. The show was an instant success, winning 4 Tonys and being nominated for 13. It instantly launched Lin into Broadway stardom. Concert Choir presents In the Heights.
Lights up on Washington Heights up. With the break of day I wake up, and I got this little punk I got to chase away. Pop the grate at the crack of dawn, sing while I wipe down the awning. Hey y'all, good morning. I am a snobby and you probably never heard my name. Reports of my fame are greatly exaggerated. Exacerbated by the fact that our syntax is highly complicated. Cause I immigrated from the single greatest little place in the Caribbean, Dominican Republic. I love it, jeez, I'm jealous of it. That I know keep on rolling down the street. But every day is different, so I'm switching up the beat. Cause my parents came with nothing. They got a little more, I'm sure we're poor. But yo, at least we got the store. It's all about the legacy, they love for me, it's destiny. And one day I'll be on the beach with Sony writing checks to me. The day we're working to live and we got a lot in common. D.R.P.R. we are not stopping. This is our plot. The rice and syrup shaped ice, I hate to say turn stage lights, taking a flight to the taste of life and what it's like, Washington Heights.
It's not that she doesn't matter. I just wanted to take this moment, and for the past 3 years, Arie Beck has played piano for concert choir, and I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you for lending your special talent. And it's not that she's not important. There's just a billion kids on this stage, and it was the most convenient place to put the piano.
live. Okay. Our next song is From Now On from The Greatest Showman. Our soloists in this piece are Savannah Ensley, Thomas Guertin, and Molaney Simmons. This song was choreographed by Jacob Gray, and this song is about how even though you may have lost everything, there is always a place to belong and home to which we can return. In this song, we will also be saying goodbye to all the seniors in choir, as this is their final concert before they graduate. We are going to miss you all, and we hope you have an amazing life after high school.
I saw the sun begin to dim and felt that bitter wind blow cold. A man learned who's there for him when glitter fades and the walls won't hold. 'Cause from that rubble, what remains can only be what's true. If all was lost, it was more I gained, 'cause it led me back to you. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by words. And from now on, let's wait till tomorrow starts tonight. Let this promise in me start, like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now on.
Our church with things and coins, our politicians praise my name. But those were someone else's strings, the pitfalls of where I became. For years and years, I chased their cheers, the crazy speed of always needing more.
Tonight,
the thing about some of these kids is they can only take a certain number of choirs in their schedule. And then some of them come up to me after and say, Mr. Pruett, I want to learn all the music for the concert. And then they do it on their own. So I'm stalling for my kids who are doing quadruple duty because they're crazy and they don't know how to stop. So I have a thing. There are times in music history where a work of music comes along that changes everything. The work ultimately is so prolific that its effects are felt for generations to come. Examples of this include Handel's Messiah, Mozart's Le Nozze di Figaro, Beethoven's Third, Stravinsky's The Rite of Spring, Leonard Bernstein's West Side Story, and Andrew Lloyd Webber's The Phantom of the Opera. In 2016, history was once again defined by a rap musical titled Hamilton. The show itself is the story of founding father Alexander Hamilton's rise to political power and his descent, which ultimately leads to his murder at, spoiler alert, the hands of political rival Aaron Burr. Sounds familiar. Anyway, never mind, I won't say that. Hamilton is a story of freedom, love, betrayal, political intrigue, and just is a straight-up awesome show. Before we begin, I want to just acknowledge two individuals who this show would not have been, well, just a bunch of people, I guess. First and foremost, I want to acknowledge my all the helpers who helped make this night possible. My people in the tech, who I ambushed right before the concert. Thanks, Trinity. Thanks, Nevaeh. I also want to give a special shout out to my Thunder Voice Association parents. They have been helping me out and doing the stuff for 4 years, and ladies, it's been a wild ride, and I couldn't have done it without you. Thanks. Another individual I want to give a special shout out to who has been, since I set foot on this campus, has welcomed me and supported me and just been an all-around awesome person who I'm going to miss next year. And that's Mr. Lawrence. Mr. Lawrence is always, and don't worry, Mr. Lawrence, now that you're gone, I'm not getting rid of Candlelight Carol. It will stay forever. Okay. I'd also like to thank all the other teachers. You're too many to name, and your help, and all the times that my students have been like, Mr. King, can I go to Mr. Pruett's room or fill in teacher's name here. This could not happen without you, and just your support for the fine arts on our campus goes very unnoticed, and I just want to say thank you for that help. That goes a very long way. Have I stalled long enough? Awesome. The other two people I want, Mrs. Reiblin, thank you for always. I know you're here somewhere. And then my wife, who's an amazing woman, who's had to unfortunately listen to Hamilton nonstop for the last 8 months. As I've been trying to put this together. And then last, but certainly not least, I want to just thank Abigail Fuchs and Jacob Gray. The choreography that for all of tonight was put together by them in their countless, a talent I will never ever possess, which is dancing. So everything you see tonight and have seen is a byproduct of their work, and I'm happy. So. You want to drop those house lights? You want to drop those stage lights? Here we go.
How does a rascal, orphan, son of the damned, and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean, Providence impoverished a scholar to grow up to be a hero and a scholar?
Found a father without a father, got a lot father by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being a self-starter. your name. What's your name, man?
Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton. And there's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait, just you wait.
Alexander Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton.
We are waiting in the wings for you.
You can never back down, you never let it take your time.
Alexander Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton.
America sings for you.
Will they watch you over again? Will they know you broke the game? The world will never be the same. Alexander Hamilton, I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, just I'm a country of youngster being hungry. I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, just I'm a country of youngster being hungry. I'm not throwing away my shot.
Rise up, till you're living on your knees, you rise up. Tell your brother that he's gotta rise up. Tell your sister that she's gotta rise up. When are these colonies gonna rise up? When are these colonies rise up? When are these colonies gonna rise up? Rise up.
Has patiently waited on passion smashing every expectation, every action, and act of creation. I'm laughing in the face of casualties and sorrow. For the first time I'm thinking past tomorrow. I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. Hey, I'm just like a country and marks at me hungry. I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. We're gonna rise up, rise up. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. It's time to take a shot, and I am not throwing away my shot. The story of tonight.
Dear Theodosia, what to say to you? You have my eyes, you have my mother's name. When you came into the world, you cried and broke my heart. I'm dedicating every day to you. Domestic life was never quite my style when you smiled. Knock me out, I fall apart. I thought it was so smart. You will come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you. We'll make it right for you. If we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll give the world to you. You'll blow us all away someday.
Spotlight.
searching and scanning for answers in every line, for some kind of sign. And when you were mine, the world seemed happening.
room, diametrically opposed foes. They emerged with a compromise, having opened doors that were previously closed. Bros, the immigrant emerges with unprecedented magic powers, assisting he can shape however he wants. The Virginian emerged with nation's capital, and he is the biggest near the stars. No one else is in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else is in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one really knows how the game is played, the art of the trade, how the sausage gets made. We just assume that it happens, but no one else is in the room where it happens. No one else is in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else is in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one really knows how the parties get to yes. The seasons that are sacrificed in every game of chess. We just assume that it happens, but no one else is in the room where it happens. No one else is in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else is in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. My God, ain't God we trust, but I never really knew what God discussed. Click, boom, let it happen. No one else is in the room where it happened.
When you got skin in the game, you stay in the game. But you don't get a win unless you play in the game. Oh, you get love for it, you get hate for it, you get nothing if you
Wait for it, wait for it, wait.
God help us, forgive me. I want to build something that's gonna outlive me. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in I wanna be in the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens. Whoa, I wanna be, I've got to be in that room, that big room, beyond the compromise. Open your nose and close your eyes. The one needs to save the day. You don't get to say what we trade away. We dream of a brand new start, but we dream in the dark for the most part. Dark as a tomb that it happens. I've got to be in that room. I've got to be where it happens. I've got to be where it happens. I've got to be in the room where it happens. I gotta be in the
The Battle of Yorktown, 1781.
I imagine doesn't look to people like a memory. This is where it gets me. I'm like the enemy ahead of me. If this is the enemy, at least I have a remedy. Weapon in my hand, command in my memory. And I'm the life my alliance is expecting me. The only battle my alliance is expecting. We gotta go, gotta get the job done, gotta start a new nation, gotta beat myself. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, I'm just like my country, and I'm scrappy and hungry. I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. The world turns upside down. 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 The world turned upside down. The world turned upside down.
His financial system is a work of genius, and I couldn't do it if I tried. And I tried.
Who lives, who dies, who tells your story?
But it matters. He took our country from bankruptcy to prosperity. And I hate to give him this, but he doesn't get enough credit for the credit he gave us.
Who lives, who dies, who tells your story?
Every other founding father story is told. Every other founding father is to grow old. But when you're gone, who remembers your name?
Who keeps your flame? Who tells your story? Who tells your story? Who tells your story? In life's I put myself back in the narrative. In life's I time on tears. I live another 50 years. It's not enough. I am here, every soldier who fought by your side. She tells our story. I cried the sense of your thousands of pages of writing. You really do write like you're running out of time. I'm relying on Angelica. While she's alive, we tell your story. She's buried in treasure near you. When I needed her most, she was right on time. And I'm still not through. I ask myself, what would you do if you had more time? The Lord in His kindness, He gives me what you always wanted. He gives me more time. I raise funds in D.C. for the Washington Monument. She tells our story. I speak out against slavery. You could have done so much more if you only had time. And when my time is up, have I done enough? Will they tell our story? Oh, can I show you what I promised of? The orphanage. The first private orphanage in New York City. The orphanage. I helped to raise hundreds of children. I get to see them growing up. The orphanage. And I see you, Alexander. I see whoever's mine. Will they tell our story? Oh, I can't wait to see you again. It's only a matter of time. Will they tell our story? Who tells your story? Will they tell your story? Who tells your story?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to tonight's concert, and we hope to see you again. Drive safe.